Hello INCIPIO watch lovers, and today I want to bring you the full story of the INCIPIO 9, the Explorer 2 Steve McQueen 1655 homage watch. It was really made by the Japanese watch lovers for other fans, and this is really what the homage stands for. So this is a Rolex inspired watch for people to appreciate how great the original watch was, how fantastic the original Explorer was, without having to really, well, spend too much money on getting a really vintage watch. This watch is already vintage. This is already a 20-year-old INCIPIO, but I really like it, and I really want to talk about this watch and why I've chosen it as the final, well, the latest addition to my watch collection. And I have to start talking about the Tudor. I have to start talking about the Tudor, taking the main features of two of their beautiful watches, and these, both the Black Bay GMT and Black Bay 58, were introduced in 2018, so this was probably one of the most important years for Tudor when they made two of their most popular watches. So I like both of them. I like the GMT, which is, well, my proper GMT watch, proper GMT function, which is pretty much like the Rolex GMT Master. And I did the comparison of the Tudor with the Rolex Pepsi watch. Well, it was more than a year ago that I submitted this episode on my watch channel, and I really like the Black Bay 58, probably one of my favorite everyday wear watches and one of my favorite vintage divers. So bringing both of these watches together in a watch with a stainless steel bezel, well, this resulted in the Black Bay Pro, and I think that I will reference the video by Bark and Jack. So here at the top of my screen you will see the link to the Bark and Jack video, which is probably the best review of this Tudor watch. And what I need to say, get your own experience. Please don't listen to all these discussions of the watch case widths, of how the Black Bay Pro works with you. Is your personal experience. You really need to experience this watch. I am on a waiting list for the Black Bay Pro. Have to play the authorized distributor game. Well, let it be. I'll get it in due time. I'll get it in my own time. Today, my involvement in these watches, watching the videos, watching the reviews of the 1655 inspired watch designs, really made me go for the INCIPIO watch. So on the one hand you have the Black Bay Pro, on the other hand I watched this review on the Uptick watch review channel. Can really recommend this one, and this is a really good video which also touches upon the INCIPIO watch. So now I'll put both of them, the Black Bay Pro and the INCIPIO 9 homage of the Rolex Explorer 2 1655. You can see they are pretty much the same, but the Black Bay has the 39mm case width, while the INCIPIO has the 40mm case design. So the case widths now, 14.6 for the Tudor, 11.6mm for the case thickness of the INCIPIO. So INCIPIO really wins on the case thickness, and it's all because of the movement. So whereas this MT 5652 on the Tudor, the ETA 2893, the slimmed ETA movement of the 2890 family calibers is, well, this is a very good movement. It's a very good movement. Lug to lug on both of the watches is 47, well, it's 47.5 on the INCIPIO, so they're very, very comparable in the case proportions, apart from the thickness of the watch. So Tudor has a better power reserve of 70 hours versus 50 hours of the ETA 2893 movement. So I will now show you how what I learned about the INCIPIO, and I will do a little bit of web search, a little bit of Firefox web search for you, to show you a couple of websites which I found very interesting. Of the Rolex Explorer 1016 homage, and this is a very good review in the hidden in the Ehara website, and they have a number of articles. I just want to run through to show you that this is all worth checking out. And this is a website supported by a watch fan, and you can get access to his Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube accounts. There is unfortunately only one YouTube video, but it talks about the boutiques which deal with vintage Rolex watches. But here I went into this reference to the INCIPIO watch brand, and there is a very good description, and there is the connection to the Takei Begin journal. So the INCIPIO label was this created brand for the subscribers to the Takei Begin journal in Japan, and these watches were designed by the journalists, by the Japanese watch magazine, for their subscribers. So these were very limited amounts. Unfortunately, the whole Takei Begin journal website is all in Japanese, and I don't speak Japanese. So unfortunately, I'm relating to what I've learned from this hidden in Ehara website. So I really recommend you to visit this. Maybe you'll find your new best watch, the Explorer 1016 homage by the INCIPIO brand. So this is where I've learned about the Takei Begin journal, and where I discovered all the things about the INCIPIO brand, and how limited are these watches, how limited are these designs. And well, this obviously raises the interest. Something collectible, something limited edition, something designed by watch enthusiasts for watch fans as myself. So this was my introduction to the INCIPIO watches, and this came due to this hidden in Ehara website. There are other references, there are other most of the reviews are in the watch forums for the INCIPIO watches. You can also find a lot of information on the forums, of course, and all of this is valuable, and all of this is worth checking out. So I'll go back to my camera to once again finish the review of the watch because I have a lot to say about the movement, about how well the watch is made. So we're back to the camera feed, and here is my INCIPIO 9 Explorer 2 1655 homage right in the screen for you. Really like this watch. Really think this was a fortunate decision to go for the INCIPIO homage, because over the last 5 days the timekeeping is exceptional. The ATAM 2893 movement is extremely well done. I think this is not such a well-known GMT movement, but it really makes this watch fairly thin, fairly need to focus on my watch. Really thin, sits very well, and I like the watch, I like the dial, I like this is a very positive experience. So I can really recommend the INCIPIO 9 for everyone. This is quite rare. There are only 500 of these that were made, and you can find good deals on eBay for these watches. So I was really lucky. To find out the whole story and to get interested in this watch. I think it was made by Japanese watch fans, and it was made for watch fans, and I'm really enjoying this watch and can really recommend it to all my viewers. Really worth going and searching eBay for one of these INCIPIO watches, or you can go for the Explorer 1016. I also would recommend it very much to you. Just don't need another Explorer watch. Have the original Rolex Explorer 39mm in my collection. But this was a very good watch find, and I can really recommend it to all my viewers. So if you like this review, if you like my type of reviews, please like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll try to bring you some more material as my watch collection journey goes on. Thank you for watching. Bye.